Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so till now we have finished chapter number 4. That is, last we have done was the Jnana Yoga, okay, or the transcendental knowledge chapter. Okay, we have learned many things there. So now we will be talking about the again Karma Sannyas Yoga. Okay, the chapter name is Karma Sannyas Yoga, or action in Krishna consciousness. Okay. So I already told you that Arjuna will be asking question again. Okay, which one is better? Because this one is not even the question, not only for Arjuna, because many people are also confused. Many people are still confused whether we should take sannyasa or whether we should work. Okay, that is the confusion is many persons' mind, and people in general will think in the society that if you are reading the Bhagavad Gita, that means you want you are fed up with this world. You want to take sannyasa, like that they think. Okay, so but actually Krishna is telling this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna directly. And Arjuna, he is not encouraging Arjuna to take sannyas. He is asking Arjuna to fight, that is to work. Okay, so that is the totally different thing. So even this knowledge was directly given to Arjuna, and Arjuna was not taking sannyasa. Even Arjuna was taking sannyasa, and Krishna was telling, no, you should not take sannyasa, you should fight. Okay, that is what one thing is there, where the people are uh, having this myth that after reading Bhagavad Gita, you will take sannyas. So that is the one myth is there. Okay, so let's try to understand today's chapter, that is Karma Sannyas Yoga. Let me choose one pen. Let's start with Manglacharan. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapad Kamlam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha. Srirupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijan Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivadi Paschat Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. We pay our humble obeisances unto His lotus feet, so that His teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can apply in our life. So let's summarize all the chapters which we have learned quickly. First chapter, we have learned about the observing the army by the three people. Then mood was ultimate faith. And in the last chapter also we have seen the ultimate faith. Faith is required to understand Bhagavad Gita. Krishna tells, because Arjuna, you are my friend and you are my devotee. That's why you will be able to understand this knowledge of transcendental mystery. Okay, so that is the qualification. One person should be non-envious. One person should be, if have faith in Krishna, then only he will be able to understand the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Then we have Arjuna was giving the 5 reasons for not fighting. Okay. Then chapter 2, Guru. So the stages of realization we have read. So 3 stages of realization. Then 2 dharma. Dharma towards our body, dharma towards our soul, that is Swadharma, and Nitya Dharma. So Nitya Dharma is our eternal Dharma, or the towards the soul, Swadharma towards the body. Then we have read about the Atmaram. Okay. Chapter 3, we have read about the action and renunciation. So we have read that action is better. And which type of action? Action and devotion is better than renunciation. Then we have read about the yoga ladder. different types of yoga. So Karma Yoga was the basic yoga. After that, the Jnana Yoga. After that, Dhyana Yoga. And after that, topmost is the Bhakti Yoga. Then we have read about the self-realized souls, how they work for the setting the example. And then at last, we have read about the enemy of the soul, that is lust. We have read about the 3 degrees of the lust. And we have read how to conquer the lust. That thing we have read in the chapter number 3. So this is now chapter number 4, which you have read in the last part. So the mnemonic was tree. Okay. So so first mnemonic was past, P-A-S-T, past. Okay. So first portion we have read about the position of Krishna. We have read about the history of Bhagavad Gita. We have read what is the difference between the Jiva and Krishna. Okay. And what is the benefit of knowing Krishna. Okay. So benefit was liberation. And after liberation, how we can attain love? We can attain love by surrendering. Okay. And the second part was applying transcendental knowledge. We have read about the myths. First myth was that as we surrender to Krishna, Krishna will reward accordingly. That was the first. Second one was demigod worshippers. So demigod worshippers, if person is too much attached materially, they will want material results and they will worship the demigod. They want material results. That was the second. Third was the caste system or the varna parampara, you can say. Okay, so we have read those things. Then we have read about the sacrifices that leads to transcendental knowledge. And at last, we have read about the process of transcendental knowledge. What was the process? Three steps were there. First was the surrendering to a self-realized soul. Second was to ask from him questions, ask from him submissively. Okay. And third was to serve him. Okay. So these 3 steps were there. So we have read these things in the 4th chapter. Now we are moving toward the 5th chapter. Chapter name is Karma Sannyas Yoga. Okay. And the chapter mnemonic is date. So first is the doubt, A for action, T for 3 doers, and E for equal vision. Date, doubt, action, 3 doers, and equal vision. And at last, we'll read about the peace formula. Okay, so very important. So first, Arjuna will again ask the same doubt, which I have told, that which one is better? Action is better or renunciation is better? So Krishna will be telling that action in Krishna consciousness is always better than the renunciation. Then we'll know about the 3 doers. So every person thinks that he is the only doer. But actually, Krishna tells the secret here that you are not only the doer. There are other doers also. And what are the 3 types of, what are the other 2 doers? We'll read about those things. And if we have this knowledge, we can have the proper knowledge of how the karma works. Okay. Then we'll read about the equal vision. And at last, peace formula. Every person is crying peace and peace, peace, peace. Every person wants peace. Every country wants peace. Every society wants peace. But actually, they are not able to attain the peace. So, what is the peace formula Krishna gives? What is the formula Krishna gives in this chapter? And if every person is following this formula, they can attain peace. So, what is that formula? We'll know about that formula also. Okay. So, this is the content of today's chapter. This is our objective. This we will be knowing after reading today's chapter. First, we'll start with Arjuna's doubt. Okay. So Arjuna is asking the doubt. Can you tell me the answer? Which one will be? Let me ask first. Read the sloka. Then I'll ask which one is better. Arjuna uvacha. Okay. Arjuna uvacha. Shanyasham karmanam Krishna. Punaryogam cha shamsati. Yashre yash etyor ekam. Tanme bruhi sunischitam. Arjuna said, "Oh Krishna, first of all, you asked me to renounce work, and then again, you recommend work with devotion. Okay, now will you kindly tell me definitely which one of 2 is more beneficial?" So, first option is renounce work, second option, work with devotion. So, 2 options again, Arjuna is asking. Already you know what is the answer, but just for the sake of you are awake or not, night time, post sleep, post dinner time, you are sleeping or you are awake, just for checking that, I'm asking this question again. Which one is the better? Renouncing work is better or work with devotion is better? What do you think?
Work with devotion.
Yes, I want everyone so that I can see. Work with devotion. Yeah, every person can answer. Work with devotion. Okay, you can unmute, you can answer, you can write, you can answer. So work with devotion is better. Okay. So actually, work also can become transcendental. We have read in the last chapter that work is also material. You can say work is also material if it is done for ourselves. If we are having selfish desire and we are doing the work, that work is also material. But the work can also be made transcendental. Can you tell me how the work can be made transcendental? How can you make the work as akarma, which we have learned in the last chapter? Three types of karma we have read: akarma, karma, and vikarma. So actually, karma and vikarma are the material things. How can you make that karma or karma as a akarma? Can you tell me how you can make karma as a akarma? You can unmute and tell. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
By
Krishna, Mataji.
devoting everything to our Krishna, whatever we are doing, just devote it and
Yes.
surrender completely.
Yes, work for Krishna. Whatever we are doing, just include Krishna in that. Okay. If Krishna is there in this work, then that work is also transcendental. Okay. So that is the thing which we have learned. Everything connected to Krishna becomes transcendental or spiritual, which we have learned in the transcendental knowledge chapter. Okay. So that is the thing. We can make this material world also material work as a spiritual work. Okay. Just we have to include Krishna in the work. Okay. So that is the concept. So again, Arjuna is asking about the renunciation is better or work with devotion is better. So the actually Arjuna is asking between the two. So one is called Falgu Vairagya, Jhutha Vairagya. Pretender, you have read about the pretender, renunciators. They try to renunciate, but their mind is even dwelling on the sense object. We have seen this picture. Okay, so actually this type of vairagya is disturbance for the society as well as for the person also, because he is not able to control his desires, yeah, and he is just renunciating all the work. So actually it is disaster for the person also, disaster for the society also. Okay, so that is called Fargu Vairagya or monkey Vairagya. He is just jumping from one branch to another in the search of happiness, but he is not getting the happiness. So that is called the Falgu Vairagya. Second one is called Yukta Vairagya. So Yukta Vairagya, what is the meaning of Vairagya? So the person is working, he's taking care of the family, he's taking care of all his responsibility, but he is giving the results to Krishna. Okay. So actually, he is giving the results to Krishna. That means he is a Vairagi. Okay. But actually, he is taking care of all the persons also and taking care of all the family also. So that's why this type of Vairagya is called Yukta Vairagya. Okay. So this is called Yukta Vairagya. So you can see this person, a householder, he is offering flowers to Krishna as well as he's taking care of the family also. You can see this king. Okay. He's taking care of his praja also. He's taking care of these people, common people also, as well as he is serving the Jagannath also. Okay, so you can see they are taking care of the both their bodily duty also. They are taking care of the soul's part also. Okay, so body part also, soul part also. Both they are taking care. So this type of vairagya is called yukta vairagya. So they are which type of vairagya? Yukta vairagya means they are not working for themselves. They are working for Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. So Arjuna, basically Arjuna's confusion is, should I stop sowing the tree or should I stop expecting the fruits? Okay, so Arjuna is asking, should I stop sowing the tree or should I stop expecting the fruit? So what do you think? What will be the answer? Anyone can unmute and tell me. Should Arjuna stop expecting fruit or should Arjuna stop sowing the tree? Yes.
Stop
Anyone?
expecting the fruits.
Yeah, he should stop expecting the fruits. That is called Yukta Vairagya. Okay. You have to do your work, but
Just do your karma.
yeah, just do your karma and give the fruit to Krishna. Okay, that is the thing. Just do your karma is the incomplete part. Just do your karma is incomplete. You have to give the fruit to Krishna. Don't be attached to the fruits. Okay, so that is the thing. So the answers, a few answers I'm getting in the chat box, like work without expectation. So actually there are two stages are there. First is called work without expectation, and second is work and give the fruit to Krishna. So work without expectation is called Sakam Karma Yoga. Okay. And better than that is Niskam Karma Yoga, where we are giving the fruits to Krishna. Okay. So that is the better part. Okay. So actually there is one story. Okay. So how karma can be, the punya karma, pap karma can be, it is the intricacies of action are very difficult to understand. What we have learned in the last chapter, Krishna was telling the intricacies of action is very difficult to understand. Okay. Just to give that example, one story is there from the Bhagavatam. So let's try to understand the story and what we are learning from the story. Just try to see. Okay. So there was a king. Okay. That name was King Nriga king. Okay. So he was a very pious king. He used to do very pious activity. Okay, pious activity means he used to give charity. He used to donate the things. Okay, so once he was in the such a ceremony was going on, he was donating a group of 100 cow to two brahmana. So two brahmanas were there, and one he was giving 100 cows, one he was giving 100 cows. So total 200 cows he was donating. So he nicely, the cows were very nicely decorated. There were jewels were there in the neck of the cows, and very nicely decorated with scented. Okay, so one group, two groups they have made, and the ceremony was going on like that. Okay, so now ceremony is over. The cow was now given to the two brahmana. Okay, but one brahmana, what he has observed, that one of the cow from his group has went to the another group. Okay, so actually one group has only 99 cows now, another group has 101 cow now. Okay, so that brahmana asked other brahmana to return back the cow, but that other brahmana is refusing. Given to me in the fight between the two brahmana, both were not agreeing. Okay, and there was fight. Okay, and king was not able to do anything, so he was just he was just seeing, and their fight grew up. Okay, and at last what happened, that both brahmana gave um, shrap. Okay, shrap to the king. Okay, and due to that shrap, he became a lizard. Okay, so he became a lizard, and he was there in a well. Okay, and when Krishna came and touched this lizard, then this lizard get liberated. This king Nriga get liberated. Okay, so just see, this Brahmana was too much attached to doing the good activity, the punya activity. Okay, but how the punya activity had changed to the in opposite way. Yeah, so you can see that. Okay, so working for own self is very difficult. Okay, how when we get the bad results we don't know. Okay, so that is the difficulty in working for ourselves. Okay, punya karma, papa karma is very difficult to, when the intricacies of actions are very difficult to understand, which Krishna has told in the last chapter. Okay, so that's why we should not be too much attached to doing punya karma or papa karma. We just have to attach ourselves to Krishna. Okay, and every work we should do in attachment to Krishna. So every work will become spiritualized. Okay, so that is the thing. Let Krishna take care of ourselves. Okay. So now Krishna is giving the answer. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sanyasah Karma Yogascha Nishtreya Karau Ubhau Tayostu Karma Sanyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate. Karma Yogo Vishishyate. Vishishyate is important. The better. Okay. Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is Vishishyate. Karma Yoga is more better. The personality of Godhead replied, the renunciation of work and devotion are both good for liberation. Both are okay. Okay, both are good for liberation, but of the two, work in devotional service is better than the renunciation of work. Okay, so already you know the answer, and Krishna is giving the answer. So basically, Krishna is giving the answer is, you should sow the tree, but do it for me, and I will take care of the fruits for you. Okay, so this is the answer Krishna is giving actually. Okay. So let's try to figure it out. Some people are there, they earn too much money. So they will think, yeah, this is my earning. This is my earning. Okay, I have done. But a devotee, what he will think, this, it's all Krishna's mercy. Okay, whatever I have the talent, it belongs to Krishna. Krishna has given this talent. Krishna has given this intelligence. Krishna has given all the opportunity for me to earn. Okay, so this all money actually belongs to Krishna. Okay, when we have this concept, we are automatically detached from the money. Okay, like that. So that is Arjuna's doubt first part. Now let's see the acts in Krishna consciousness. How we can act in Krishna consciousness. Okay, and many people are confused. Many people think that this we are surrounded by the non-devotee. The people are doing work for themselves. They are earning. They are working day and night. Day and night. They are earning. And in between them, can we work and can we do our devotion service? Okay, isn't it very difficult? Can we do the devotion service? Okay, so many people have confusion or that I am surrounded by the people who are too much working. They're earning money. They're day and night working. Okay, they're working for themselves. Okay, can I do my devotional service in between them? So Krishna is giving special example for them in the second part. So let's try to understand the second part. Okay, one who works in devotion, who is a pure soul and who control his mind and senses, is dear to everyone and everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled. So important part is this. Though always working, such a man is never entangled. So this type of person is working, but still he is not entangled to the work. Why? Because he is working with devotion. One who works with devotion, who is a pure soul. Okay, so he is actually surrendered to Krishna and he is working, but he is not attached to the work. Okay, so that is the thing. He is just doing the work as a duty. Okay, so basically we are discussing here 9 types of devotional services. Okay, so there are 9 types of devotional services, 9 processes of devotional services, and a person can perfect his life by following any one of the services if he is doing these processes very nicely, very religiously. If this any one of the process also, if a person is doing, he can achieve the transcendental bliss. He can achieve the Krishna. He can go back to Goloka. Okay. So what are those 9 processes? And any one process also, if you are following very religiously, you can go back to Krishna. Okay. So what are those processes? Let's try to understand. Okay. So basically, first process is Shravanam. Shravanam means listening, hearing. Okay. So you can see here Maharaj Parikshit example is there. So Maharaj Parikshit perfected his life through hearing. Okay. So Abhimanyu's son was Maharaj Parikshit, and so the story is like that of Maharaj Parikshit, that Maharaj Parikshit was going to die in 7 days. Okay, so he was having cursed. He was having one shrap. He was having that one naga, Takshak Nag will come and he will bite the Maharaj Parikshit, and Maharaj Parikshit is going to die in 7 days. Okay. So now Maharaj Parikshit knew this this fact that he is going to die in 7 days. So now he's searching. He is going here and there and asking everyone, I have only 7 days left. How I can perfect my life? How I can perfect my life? So he was searching he was meeting many Gyani people. He was meeting learned people, and at last he met the Sukadev Goswami. Okay, Sukadev Goswami, son of Vyasadeva. Okay. So he met Sukdev Goswami, and Sukdev Goswami was very learned soul. Okay. So he asked how I can perfect my life. I have only 7 days left. Sukdev Goswami said, there is only one way to perfect your life. There is only one and only way to perfect your life, and that is to engage yourself in the devotional service, to hear about the devotional service, to hear about the glories of Krishna, to meditate on the glories of Krishna, to meditate on Krishna. And once you start doing this, okay, and once you are engaged in this, your life is perfect. Okay, that was the answer given by Sukadev Goswami. He was so learned person. Okay, And he was giving this answer. And after that, Sukdev Goswami started speaking about the glories of Krishna, about the devotees of Krishna, about the Krishna. Okay. And from that time, 7 days, 7 nights, without stop. So Parikshit Maharaj was listening about glories of Krishna without stop. Okay. No stop. So everything they left. No eating, nothing, no sleeping, just listening about Krishna attentively, religiously. And Sukdev Goswami was telling about the glories. Okay. So that was the Bhagavatam. So he was telling actually about the Bhagavatam, and Sukdev Goswami, Maharaj Parikshit was hearing. And at last, Maharaj Parikshit went to Krishna. Okay. So that is the thing. So Maharaj Parikshit perfected his life by hearing. So Sukdev Goswami is here. Second thing, that is called Kirtanam, glorifying Krishna. So chanting or glorifying Krishna. So Sukdev Goswami, already he was a perfect being. So, and we can take example of Sukdev Goswami here as glorifying Krishna. So he was telling about Krishna and Maharaj Parikshit was hearing. So both perfected their life. Okay. Smaranam, remembering. So Prahlad Maharaj, you can say. Prahlad Maharaj remembering Krishna and perfecting life. Okay. Pada Sevanam. Okay. The serving the lotus feet. So you can say Lakshmi Devi is there. So he's totally engaged in the Pada Sevanam of Vishnu. Okay. So serving Lord's lotus feet is Lakshmi Devi. Then comes the Archanam, deity worship. Prithu Maharaj has perfected his life in the deity worship by doing the deity worship. Vandanam, okay, glorifying, praying. Akrura, okay. When we read Krishna book, yesterday when Mataji was asking about the Krishna book. So when we read Krishna book, there comes the story of Akrura, how he glorifies Krishna, okay. So you can see, you can read and see how he, and he perfected his life by Vandanam, praying to Krishna, okay. Dashyam, you already know Hanuman.
Hare Krishna. So actually, my laptop has some problem. So we were discussing about Dasyam. Okay. So Hanumanji has perfected his life through the process of Dasyam. Okay. So you already know Hanumanji, about Hanumanji, that he perfected his life through Dasyam. Okay. Then Sakyam. Okay. I will be sharing the PPT after some time. Okay. Then Sakyam. Sakyam is being friend with Krishna. So actually Arjuna perfected his life through Sakyam, okay, by friendship, being friend with Krishna. Okay. Then comes the Atma Nivedanam. Atma Nivedanam means being fully surrendered to Krishna. Okay. Fully surrendered to Krishna. So actually Bali Maharaj perfected his life through Atma Nivedanam. Okay. So these are the processes, and to perfect our the life in the devotional service, we can use any process. Okay. Any process of the 9 processes. Okay. So, and we have read about the different example also. So even one process you are following, you can perfect your life. Okay. So I'm not sharing now the slides. I'll share, then you will be able to you'll able to see. Okay. So any one process also you are following, then you will be able to perfect your life. So that is the thing. Okay. So now we are the first and second thing we are doing. So Shravanam, you already are doing Shravanam. Okay, you are already listening about Krishna, about the Bhagavad Gita, about glories of Krishna. You are listening. Okay, so one process actually you are following. Okay, so you need to follow this process very nicely, very religiously, and this will be very helpful. Okay, so that is the thing. And we are also doing glorifying Krishna. We are telling you about Krishna. Okay, so that is one more thing. That is, we are telling you about Krishna. So that is also a glorifying about the glorification of Krishna. So that is also the second part. Second part was glorifying Kirtanam. Okay, chanting or glorifying Krishna, like Sukdev Goswami example. Okay, so 9 processes were Shravanam, hearing about Krishna; Kirtanam, chanting or glorifying Krishna; Smaranam, remembering Krishna; Padasevanam, that is serving the lotus feet of Krishna; Archanam, that is deity worship; Vandanam, that is praying about Krishna; Dasyam is becoming servant of Krishna, that is Hanumanji. Okay, Sakyam, that is Arjuna; and Atma Nivedanam, the example is Bali Maharaj. Okay, so these were the 9 devotional service, 9 practices of devotional service. Okay. So that was the thing. So just 1 second, I'll just open the. Just give me 1 minute. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay. So we are discussing about the 9 devotional services. Just let me share the screen. Okay. So 9 devotional services we have discussed. Hearing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, chanting, glorifying, remembering, Smaranam, Padasevanam, serving the lotus feet, Archanam, deity worship, Vandanam, praying, Dasya, becoming servant, Sakyam, Arjuna, and Atma Nivedanam, Bali Maharaj. So 9 devotional services. So any one devotional service also you follow, you can perfect your life. Okay. So actually, so that is the thing. Any one process also you can follow. So till now we have seen. Now we'll move to acts in Krishna consciousness. Okay. How we can act, how we should act in Krishna consciousness, how we should be working in our day-to-day environment, and how we should be not contaminating ourselves. Okay. So let's try to understand. Krishna says, Brahmani adya karmani sangam takta karoti yaha Lipyantena sapapena padmapatrena ivambasha. One who performs a duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord, is not affected by sinful action as the lotus leaf is untouched by the water. So Krishna is giving the example of lotus leaf. You see the lotus leaf. This is the lotus flower. This is the lotus leaf. So you can see the drops of water are there. Drops of water is there. But these drops of water are not attached to the leaf. If you shake the leaf, the drops of water will go away. Okay. Yes. So a person, even the person is working this material world, he is working with the other persons, other peoples, but he is not attached materially with them, just like the Padmapatra. So he is working with the surrendering mood. He is working and giving the results to Krishna, and that's why he is not attached to Krishna. So that he's not attached to the work. Okay. So actually he's attached to Krishna. He's not attached to work. Just like the Padma Patra, or the lotus leaf of the lotus flower is in water, but still he is not attached to the water. Okay, just like that. Okay, so Krishna is giving very nice example how we can work also, and how we can not attach the work also. That example he is giving as a lotus leaf. Okay, so when we are surrendering ourselves to Krishna and going to work, okay, then we won't be attached to the work. Okay, so that is the thing. We will be attached to Krishna. Now comes the third part, knowledge about the three doers. Okay. So actually the person thinks that he is the only doer. Okay. He is the only doer, but in actuality there are other doers also. So let's try to understand this concept, that what are the three doers concept. Okay. The first doer, so actually there are three doers. One is the soul, one is the super soul, and third is the material nature. Okay. So let's try to understand each one. First is the soul. So the living entity or the soul. So he is the first worker. Okay. How he works? He only desires. He only thinks. He only desires. Okay. And how he desires? Using his free will. Okay. Free will. What is the meaning of free will? Okay. So yesterday you can remember that I was telling you, ye yathamam prapadyante. As you surrender to me, I will reward you accordingly. So Krishna is actually telling about the free will. So you have the free will to attach yourself to Krishna. How much you are attaching to Krishna, Krishna will be awarding you accordingly. So Krishna is telling that actually you have free will, minute independence you have. Okay. So many things are decided by karma, but actually a person has free will also. Okay. And utilizing that free will, a person can attend Bhagavad Gita classes, or a person can attend any other types of classes also. Okay. So depends on the person. So it actually depends on the free will, and how the person utilizes the free will. It will create the other karma, the karma which will decide the future results. Okay, so that is the thing. So depends on the person, how the person utilizing the free will. Okay, so soul's desire, and how he desire, because he has free will. Okay, using his free will, he can desire the things. Okay, so that was the soul's part. Now comes the super soul. Okay, so the super soul is there, and super soul is there in everyone's heart. Okay, so in everyone's heart there is soul, there is super soul. So what is super soul is doing? He sanctions whatever desire a soul does. The super soul sanctions. Sanction based on what? He is not sanctioning everything. What he is sanctioning? He is sanctioning based on the desire and whatever karma we have. Whatever past karma we have, based on the past karma, and what desires we have. Okay, based on these two things, the super soul is sanctioning the work which we will have. Okay, the results which we have. Okay, so that is the thing. The super soul is the sanctioner in everyone's heart. Okay, so soul is desiring and super soul is fulfilling based on the desires and based on the karma. Okay, so that is the second part. But how these actions are carried out, how these works are carried out, only desire and sanctions are there. Third is the carried out. Okay, the nature is the carried out. So this body also belongs to the nature. The senses belongs to nature. This endeavors belongs to nature. So all these things belongs to nature. So actually, this nature carries out the action which suits the desire. So the material nature carried out the actions to suit the desires. Okay, so that is the thing. So three doers are there: soul, super soul, and the material nature. Okay. A person may think that he is the only doer, but in actuality, he is not only doer. His part is only to sow the seed. But after that, everything is taken care by the nature and Lord. Okay. So the rain, sun rays, the moon rays, okay, the earth, everything is nature and Krishna. Okay. So you can say that only the soul's part is to sow the seed. The other parts are taken care by the super soul, the material nature. So if the super soul, if the soul thinks that he is the only worker, then it is actually in wrong. Okay, actually he is wrong because his part is very, very small. Other things are taken care by the other people, the other doers. Okay, so that is the concept of the three doers. Now comes the equal vision. Equal vision. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Suni Chaiva Sava Pakecha Pandita Samadarshina. The person who is a Pandit, a person who is a learned, Sama is equal. Darshina means he sees. So he sees everything as equal. Okay. So the humble sage or the Pandit, by virtue of the true knowledge, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, okay, sees with equal vision a learned, a gentle Brahmana, a cow, a elephant, a dog eater. Okay, so he will see even the lowest of the thing and the highest of the thing, the highest of the living entity and lowest of the living entity as same. Okay, how he can see as the same? Because he sees that everyone is part and parcel of Krishna, and in everyone's heart there is soul and super soul. Okay, and he sees that everyone is connected through the super soul. So he sees the super soul. You can see he's seeing the super soul inside. 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 So he's considering everyone was as an equal because he's seeing the similarity between all of them. Okay, he's seeing the similarity between all of them. If a person knows that Krishna is the maintainer of everything, Krishna is the maintainer of all, even the lowest of the animal, even the highest of the human being. If Krishna is the only maintainer and Krishna is only taking care of all the things, then he can actually love all the things. Okay, because he see the similarity between them. Okay, and there from here only derives the peace formula. Okay, here only derives the peace formula because this learned Brahmana sees Paramatma in everyone's heart. He sees the equality between the everyone. Okay, and what is the peace formula? That there comes the last part. That is the peace formula. So what is the peace formula? Let's try to understand what is the logic behind it. Let's try to understand. Okay, everyone is searching for the peace, but no one is finding. What is the peace formula? So let's see. Bhoktaram yagya tapasham sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shantim rakshati. So every person is searching for the peace. Every community is searching for the peace. Every country is searching for the peace. Even the whole world is searching for the peace. But they are not finding the peace. Why they are not finding? Because this world is totally different. Every person is different in this world. Okay. You see, two people are different, totally different. Okay. No two things are similar. Okay. And if a person sees only the differences, how can be there a peace? Okay. If a person sees the outer thing, one person is black, one person is white, one person is male, one person is female, like that, if a person is seeing the outer differences, only a person is seeing, how can there be peace? Okay, because only the differences we are seeing, and by seeing the differences, there cannot be any peace. Okay, but a person who is a devotee can see that in everyone's heart, Krishna is there. Krishna is taking care of everyone. Okay, Krishna is the maintainer of everyone. Okay, and Krishna is the proprietor of everyone. Okay, Krishna is the Malik. Krishna is the owner of everyone. Okay, if the person sees this concept, if a person sees through this eye, then there can be peace because he sees the similarity between all the person. That is what Krishna is saying. A person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all the sacrifices and austerity, he knows that whatever austerity is being done, it is ultimately coming to me. Whatever sacrifices is being done, ultimately it is coming to me. And the supreme lord of all the planet and demigods. He knows that whatever demigods are there, whatever planets are there, whatever things are there, everyone belongs to me. I am the owner of everything. I am proprietor of everything. Then there can be peace. And he knows that Krishna is the benefactor and well-wisher of all the living entity. He knows that Krishna is the maintainer of every living entity, and every living being is under Krishna. If he knows this concept, then he sees the similarity between all the persons. And if he sees the similarity, there can be peace in this world. Okay. So if you are seeing the outer differences only, there cannot be peace. If you are seeing inner similarity between all of them, all of the people, then there can be peace. Okay. So that is the peace formula Krishna tells about. Okay. Bhoktaram yagitapsham. So actually Krishna says, whatever austerities you are doing, it is coming to me. Whatever tap, whatever sacrifice, whatever things you are doing, ultimately it is coming to me. Bhoktaram, he is ultimate bhokta, he is ultimate enjoyer of all the yagya, all the tapa. Okay. So the peace formula, he is the bhoktaram, supreme enjoyer. He is the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Whole universe belongs to Krishna. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the owner of all the loka. He is the controller of all the loka. Suhidam Sarva Bhutanam. He is the best friend of every living entity. He is the maintainer of every living entity. Okay. So yesterday one question was being asked, why devotees suffer? Why devotees suffer? So the Pandavas were the best devotee, you can say, at the time. Okay. They are having personal presence of Krishna at the time. Krishna was on their side, even though Pandavas suffered so much, but never lost faith in Lord Krishna. Okay. So that is the faith we need to have. That is the faith we need to develop to understand Gita, to go back to Krishna. Okay. Even sufferings are there. I will tell you the concept how we can deal with the suffering. But the sufferings are nothing but the chance to remember Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the concept. Sufferings will be there, just like the Pandavas were there. Just like this Prahlad Maharaj, great devotee. He was born in the demoniac family, surrounded by demons. His father was the greatest demon at the time. Okay, so just think like that. His father was greatest demon. He was surrounded by demon. Everyone was demon. Wherever he was surrounded by demon. Still, he was the greatest devotee. He was a great devotee of Lord. Okay, when he was small, okay, his father was asking, who is the greatest of all? He was saying Krishna or Vishnu is the greatest of all. Okay, so his father ultimately failed to change this fellow, and he tried to kill. So this fellow is not going to change. So better to kill this person, otherwise he will be telling everyone that Hari is best, Krishna is best. Like that he will be telling. So it won't be send any good impression. So let me kill this kid. Okay. So he threw you can see here. He threw in the demoniac kind of fearful faces. Okay, and they tried to kill. Nothing happened. He tried to throw Prahlad Maharaj in the foot, under the foot of big elephant, big angry elephant. Okay, just by seeing only anyone can change. Okay, but Prahlad Maharaj, so situated in Krishna's devotion, nothing changed. Okay, nothing happened. He threw Prahlad Maharaj in between the snakes, dangerous snakes. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, see, they are throwing. Prahlad Maharaj is here. They are throwing. Okay, but no change of no fear. No amount of fear was there. Fear was there in the face of Prahlad Maharaj while he was being thrown. While he was approaching the ground, there was not a slightest fear in the face of Prahlad Maharaj, because he knows that I am 100% surrendered to Krishna. I have completely surrendered myself to Krishna. Now it is Krishna's headache. It is actually headache of Krishna how he is going to save me, because I have totally surrendered myself to Krishna. If I am totally surrendered myself to Krishna, Krishna will be taking care of myself 100%. So it is actually not my headache how I am going to be saved, how I am going to, what will be happening to me. Actually, it is Krishna's edict. My part is being 100% surrendered to Krishna. Okay. So he was just holding the lotus feet of Krishna, and Krishna was doing all those things. Okay. So you see how Krishna is protecting. Okay. Nothing happened. So that is the devotion. It is, many people may think that why devotee is suffering? Why devotee is suffering? So actually, it is the suffering are only the things which you can say that how strong they are in devotion. That is the testing period. Okay. So that was the thing from my part. So just unmute every person so that you can chant with me once. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Yes. I hope you have understood chapter number 5. Okay. I hope you have understood the concepts. Many people consider that devotion is not practically possible because we are surrounded by the demon. Just now we have seen the example of Prahlad Maharaj, fully surrounded by the demon. Okay. His father was greatest demon. Yet he was so convinced in the devotional service, and Krishna was protecting him so nicely. Okay. So that is the example we need to remember. And just we need to start doing the devotional service. Okay. Just surrender yourself to Krishna and do your work, give the result to Krishna. That is enough. Okay. Okay. So if you have any question, you can put in the chat box, you can unmute and you can ask. You can raise hand so that one by one we can take questions. Okay, yes, Padma Mataji, you have any question? Okay, no question. Yes, anyone is having question, they can raise hand. One by one we can take, or you can put in the chat box. What is the main theme of this chapter? That is Karma Sannyas Yoga. How we should work in Krishna's service. Okay. So how we should be working and not attached to the work itself. Okay. So that was the main theme. Karma Sannyas Yoga. Just like Padma Patra. Okay. So that is the thing. How we should work and not be attached to the work. Okay. So that is the thing. That was the thing. Karma Sannyas Yoga. The chapter name is only telling you the things. Another example is Draupadi, as well as complete devotion to Krishna. Yes, Draupadi, whole Pandava family, including Draupadi, Kunti. Okay. Nice devotee of Krishna, very nice devotee of Krishna. When you read about these devotees, now your devotional service will increase. When you read about the Draupadi, when you read about the Kunti Maharani, when you read about the Pandavas, when you read about the Bhagavatam, so Bhagavatam is full of devotee stories, how devotees are dedicated to Krishna. So when you read about the stories of Bhagavatam, your devotional service will increase. Krishna will be installed in your heart. Okay. So installation of Krishna will be there when you start reading the Bhagavatam, because these are the stories of the devotees of Krishna. So nice devotee, so pure devotee. And when you read this story, there is no way out. Now you are not going to go back to this world again. Okay. You will be so much attached to Krishna after reading the stories. Okay. So that is the thing. That's why reading Bhagavatam is very important.
Next question, Prabhuji. Krishna lives in every entity. So why Arjun insisted to fight with Kaurava?
Okay, so there is concept of free will. Okay, so Karva choose the opposite way. So some people are here to take the Bhagavad Gita classes. Some people may be seeing some different thing on some internet. So depends on the free will. Okay, so the Karva choose the wrong side, the adharma side. Okay, so they were on the dharma side. So it is depends on the free will what a person choose. Okay. So why Arjuna insisted to fight with Kaurava? Because Kaurava were on the opposite side. Okay, and Krishna lives in every entity. If Krishna lives in every entity, that doesn't mean that if a person is doing wrong thing, we should consider that person. Though no, this person Krishna is there inside this person also. This person is doing wrong things. This person is doing sinful activity, and we should tolerate this person. This is not like that. Even if you read the first chapter, it is told, it is written that there are 6 types of aggressor. We should immediately kill. Okay, we should immediately kill, like a person who plunders the land, a person who kidnaps the other's wife, like that. 6 aggressors are mentioned. Okay, and actually Kauravas were doing all the 6 types of aggression. Okay, so actually killing the Kauravas were not a sin. So that is the thing. Why do we sin? Why Krishna not control us? Because Krishna giving us the free will. Okay, so why son is doing wrong thing? His father is there to stop. Why son is doing wrong things? Because son and father, there is love. Okay, and if there is love, there is free will. Okay, if father and the son, if there is no free will, okay, if there is no love, no free will, then that means slavery. Okay, that the son may be called a slave to the father. Okay, and the son has free will also. Okay, so father can control up to certain limit. Okay, after that free will works. Okay, just like that, Krishna has given us the free will also. It is not like that we are totally slave to Krishna. Okay, so it depends on us what we want. We want to go to Krishna or we want to go away from Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. And to decide that how which one is the good path, which one is the bad path, we need intelligence. Okay, and Krishna will be describing the intelligence part later. Okay, so we need to have intelligence to decide between those 2 parts. Some people are in the mode of ignorance. They don't know what is good, what is bad, so they will choose the bad path only. Okay, some people in the mode of Rajoguna, they will be choosing the things which is based on the bodily money, bodily things, money, material things. Okay, you can say. Some people are in the mode of Rajoguna, they will inquire the higher purposes. So depends on the purpose. Okay, depends on the person.
Next question, Prabhuji. If we should devote to Supreme Lord, then why people worship demigod?
Because some people are too much attached to the material things. Okay, some people are too much attached to the material things. They want the results quickly. Okay, that's why they are worshipping the demigods. Demigods are department head. Okay, so some department are given to the demigods and they are head of that department. And people want success in that department and they want quickly. Okay, material result they want. That's why they are worshipping the demigods.
Please describe Varna Sankara once, Prabhuji.
Okay, so Varna Shankara concept is in chapter 1, where the 4th reason Arjuna is giving for not fighting. The 4th reason was, so actually let me describe the question first so that other participant can also understand this question. So Prabhuji is asking, please describe Varna Shankara once, Prabhuji. So Varna Shankara is actually described in chapter number 1, when Arjuna is giving the reasons for not fighting, and out of those, one reason was destruction of family tradition. Okay, destruction of family tradition. So Arjuna was saying, let's try to understand what Arjuna's argument was. Arjuna was saying that if I kill the opposite side, there are many elders are there, many gurus are there, many elders are there, like Bhishma Devi is there. Okay, many elders are there. So if I kill those elders, what will happen? If I am killing those elders, the elders are mainly responsible to the sanskara in the family. The sanskara, how the younger generation will behave, how the dependence of the family will behave, how the woman will behave. The sanskara depends on the elders. Okay, so if elders are killed, then what will happen? So who will be taking care of those things? Who will be guiding the woman? Who will be guiding the younger generation? So, okay. So if elders are not there, what will happen? there will be pollution in the family. Their family will be polluted. Okay, the women will be polluted. The younger generations will be polluted. And if women are polluted, younger generations are polluted, then there can be Varna Shankara, because there will be polluted women. The thinking mind, the pollution of women will happen, and there will be Varna Shankara. Okay, that so that was the thing which is described in chapter 1. Okay, Varna Shankara. If elders are lost, there won't be any person to guide the women, the younger generation, and in this way, there will be free mixing of the women with the other people, and there will be Varna Shankara. That was described. Okay. One question is there in my personal chat box: is Lord Buddha avatar of Lord Krishna? Yes, Lord Buddha is avatar of Lord Krishna.
One Prabhuji has raised hand. Prabhuji, please unmute.
Yes.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Oh, yes, Mataji. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is regarding just now you mentioned that Draupadi and Kunti, they are great devotees of Krishna, and I wanted to know, like, during that age, they might have been praying to some other god, because Krishna is next to them, like some other living entity, right? So how do they know at that time itself that Krishna is Lord? And how did they pray to Krishna? Maybe Narayana is there, I'm not sure.
So you are saying how they know that Krishna is the Supreme? Yes, Mataji.
Yes, because he is also living along with them during that time period. And their parents or their grandparents might be praying to some Supreme Lord, maybe Narayana or something, according to the tradition. So how can we?
Okay, so exact answer, I do not know that how they are knowing, but I know this concept that everything which we are knowing depends on a guru. Okay, and if you have guru, correctly choose guru, and if you are believing in that guru, and if the guru is giving this knowledge correctly, then we can have the correct knowledge. Okay, so I do not know the correct answer, the exact answer, but according to me, every knowledge which we are getting depends on a guru. Okay, so based on the guru, the knowledge they must be getting. Okay, the exact answer I'm not knowing, Mataji, but concept is like, the general concept is like that. And whatever knowledge we are acquiring, it is being acquired from some guru. Maybe their guru is Kunti Maharani, maybe their guru, maybe something else, but that guru has given the answer. So that is the thing, Mataji. Okay, so that is the thing. The general concept, whatever knowledge we get, is we get from some realized person. Okay, some realized person or some guru. Okay, that is the thing. But exact knowledge from whom they know, I do not know, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. And one more question, Prabhuji. I'm doing these quizzes and then I'm getting few things wrong, but I'm the even the descriptions are inappropriate is what I'm thinking, but I don't have those questions in front of me right now. Can I shoot you a message on those questions?
One question I got one question in my WhatsApp. So like Vit Raga Bhaya Krodha, that was that question I got. But that maybe some other devotees has asked Mataji. You can ask if you have any question based on that. We can discuss. We have some time.
But I don't have, I copied it into a document and right now I'm outside, so I don't have it handy. In all chapters, there are a couple of questions which were wrong, which I thought, so I just wanted to discuss. But unfortunately, I don't have them right in front of me. But is it okay if I can personal message you those questions?
Okay, Mataji, it will be okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. But I won't, I cannot say that when I'll get time and when I can reply, because morning hours I will be very busy. So in the night time only I will get some time so that I can reply at that time.
Sure, Prabhuji, no rush.
Okay, Mataji. Yes, any other question?
Is Vidura a Varna Shankara?
Is Vidura is Varna Shankara? I cannot exactly answer this question. Maybe I can read something about that and then we can answer. Okay, Vidura is Varna Shankara or not? Okay, so let me give me some time so that I can read and we can answer. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, one question vaguely I remember is why Arjuna has blown that. Is it because of the gift that Kunti has given, and is because Krishna is next to him? That is the reason why he won. And there are a couple of other options in that, and that was wrong for me. And
Just tell
when
me
I
once, Mataji. I'll see, because vaguely we'll try to, maybe some different question is there. Maybe I will give some different answer. So better we'll
Sure,
see the exact question and we'll try to answer. Yes, Mataji.
yeah, but my question is, did Kunti presented him any conch or anything like that?
No, I do not think that Kunti has presented any conch. Counsel was given by a different person.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay.
No
Any
more
other
questions.
question?
No more questions.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll be discussing chapter number 6. So actually tomorrow is the Dhyan Yoga section. So what is the yoga? What is the Ashtanga Yoga? What is the meaning of pranayam? What is the meaning of asana which we do? So we'll have this concept. Many people are telling this is yoga, that is yoga. You do this yoga, you do that yoga. But what is actually yoga? Okay. What is the meaning of yoga? And we'll try to see different types of yoga, and we'll try to see which type of yoga is possible in this age. Okay. And which type of yoga is best yoga. Okay. So we'll try to see different types of yoga. There are so many yogas are there, but which type of yoga is best yoga? So we'll see tomorrow. Okay. So I'll meet you tomorrow at 9, and we'll try to understand this concept. Okay. Just unmute everyone.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Vanchakalpataru
Prabhuji.
Vishya Kripa Sindhu Bhave Vichya Patitan